Alright, Shalom. Giving all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Ravakah, Kodash. Double honors to the apostles, a great millstone, and taught me this truth. And blessings all you sincere laborers out there pushing this truth in all sincerity and faith and honesty. I'm that fellow servant Kanakala coming at you once again with another lesson. Alright, and this is, I probably titled this, Hebrew Israelite quote, Jennifer Veteran's 4truth response, something to that, but it's gonna be response. And of course, I'll make the title appealing. Hebrew Israelites quote, something like that. Because that's just gonna draw people in to view the content. But anyways, I'm just gonna do a quick response to something she said. I didn't watch the whole video because this woman, just like everybody else, clearly don't know what they talk about, what they're talking about when they speak about us. All right. So I'm gonna let you play this. I'm gonna let you hear this piece, and I'm gonna do a quick response to it, and I'm gonna close out.
I want you to truly think about, just because certain things may not have occurred the way that the mainstream media put them out, does not mean that all of these other incidences aren't actually happening, because they are happening. And the Hebrew Israelites is growing at an alarming rate. I feel in my heart, I believe from all the research I've done on them, it's because they didn't have a father figure in their lives. And this is kind of a group where they feel like they have a family, a father figure, but the thing is, they're being pushed to be more extreme. And
all right, so let's rewind that one more time. Listen to what she said.
Their figure in their lives. I feel in my heart, I believe from all the research I've done on them, it's because they didn't have a father figure in their lives. And this is kind of a group where they feel like they have a family, a father figure, but the thing is, they're being pushed to be more extreme.
All right, her point was, from her research, she said it herself, from her research, she feels as if we didn't have a father figure. Now, we keep telling you people, you can't do nothing against this truth, but for it. Here it is, you made this video, Hebrew Israelites quote Rampage, oh, they're so extreme, this and that. You got about 3,000, almost 4,000 views, right? 343 likes. But once we keep telling people, you can't do nothing against this truth. If you try to do something against it, you end up doing something for it. Now, you just said, according to your research, you feel as if we're in this thing because we don't have a father figure. All right, so let's go to the scriptures. All right. This is Deuteronomy 28. And I'm going to read the first verse. Deuteronomy 28:1. And it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe and do all his commandments, which I command thee this day, that the Lord thy God will set thee above all nations of the earth. And it goes into all the blessings from 1 through 14. All right? 1 through 14 tells you all the blessings. Verse 15, let's read verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe and do all his commandments and his statutes, which I commanded thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee. All right? So these are all the curses that overcame our people and took us. And the scriptures speak about these curses going to be unto us until this day. Okay? So let's go down to this. Remember what she said, a father figure. So I'm going to start at Deuteronomy 28, verse 49. The Lord shall bring a nation against thee from far from the end of the earth, as swift as an eagle flieth, a nation whose tongue thou shalt not understand. All right, so one may say, oh, this already happened, vocab Malone, oh, that already happened, 70 AD. You're right. Okay, so let's get that excerpt From Babylon and Timbuktu, page 84. All right. During the period from Pompey to Julius, it has been estimated that over 1 million Jews fled into Africa, fleeing Roman persecution and slavery. The slave market was full of black Jewish slaves. So we were the ones being sieged back then, all right? So-called Negroes. So read on. It says, the Lord shall bring a nation against thee from far, from one end of the earth, as swift as an eagle flieth, a nation whose tongue thou shalt not understand. Now then, I mentioned that these curses are going to, matter of fact, the Lord mentioned, okay? Let's get that real quick. Read the end of that 15th verse. It says, that all these curses, 15, the last part, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee. All right, so we know that this happened in 70 AD, but it happened again, man. The transatlantic slave trade. Okay, so these curses gonna always overtake us until the Lord take these curses off us. So yeah, it happened in 70 AD, and it happened again. All right, 1600s, we went into slavery, came over to the Americas. All right, the nation was brought against us. All right, so reading on, it says a nation of a fierce countenance, which shall not regard the persons of the old, nor show favor to the young. And they didn't care. They didn't just say, okay, we just gonna get strong men and put them in slavery, and we gonna lead the old men and the young children. All right, no, they brought us all, man. It says, and they shall eat the fruit of thy cattle and the fruit of thy land until thou be destroyed. Also shall not leave thee either corn, wine, or oil, or the increase of thy kind, or flocks of thy sheep, until he have destroyed thee. All right, and then a lot of this stuff happened, yes, in 70 AD during a siege, of course. All right, it says, and he shall besiege thee in thy gates, 70 AD, until thy high fence walls come down. Therein thou trustest throughout all thy land, and he shall besiege thee in all thy gates throughout all thy land, which the Lord thy God hath given thee. And thou shalt eat the fruit of thy own body, cannibalism, all right, and the flesh of thy sons and of thy daughters, which the Lord thy God hath given thee in a siege, and in a straitness wherein thy enemies shall distress thee. Okay? And that happened to us, right? This is history. So reading on. All right, verse 54, Deuteronomy 28, verse 54. So that a man that is tender among you and very delicate, his eyes shall be evil toward his brother. That's why you have so-called black on black crimes. All right, his eyes shall be evil toward his brother. That's why we can't get along. All right, for instance, black on black crimes, because the so-called white man Esau Edom is quick to say, "Oh, you guys kill your own people more than we do." All right, and if that is true, hey, that's the curses hey, we fit the curses, man. All right. The so-called white people, they get along, they can get businesses, they have businesses. But right now, Satan, the house divided, they falling because these curses coming upon them. Okay, let's get that real quick, and I'm going to come back. Deuteronomy 30, verse 7. And the Lord thy God will put all these curses upon thy enemies and on them that hate thee, which persecuted thee. So now these curses that we're underneath are falling upon the so-called white men. All right, that's why they're having distress amongst their family, nations, European nations, the Russians. They're all Edomites. They're all so-called white people, but they're fighting against one another. All right, because why? It's a transition of power. These curses that's on us is getting ready to befall you. All right, Jacob and Esau. Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that follows. So these curses gonna overtake you. Okay, so let's go back to 28. Read 28 and 54 again. It says, so that a man that is tender among you and very delicate, his eyes shall be evil toward his brother and toward the wife of his bosom. All right. Majority, you blacks and Hispanic women, mainly you black women, because so-called black women. All right. Because no one's black, we're brown. All right. But, you have the highest divorce rate out of any woman on the planet. Okay, and that's because we curse. That's why we can't get along. All right, so-called Negro woman, so-called Negro man can't get along. So-called Hispanic man, Hispanic woman can't get along because we under these curses. All right, it says, and toward the remnant of his children. This is the point. Remember what she said. We had no father figure. It says, and toward the remnant of his children, which he shall leave. All right. So that's a curse that's on us. Salakia. So that's a curse that's on us, man. All right. It says it towards the remnant of his children, which he shall leave. So when she said this right here, you didn't do nothing but confirm that we are the Israelites. All right.
Media put them out does not mean that all of these other incidences aren't actually happening, because they are happening. And the Hebrew Israelites is growing at an alarming rate. I feel in my heart, I believe from all the research I've done on them, it's because they didn't have a father figure in their lives.
They didn't have a father figure in their lives. All right. Because why we under the curses, man. All right. Paint that one red for you. And toward the remnant of his children, which he shall leave. So that's why that stereotype. Oh, you don't even know who your dad is. Who is that always on? Every time the so-called white man speak, he speak about his father, his father, his father. But when the so-called Negro man speak, all right, he always talking about his mother, his mother's mother. Oh, my daddy wasn't there. I never had a father, which she just said, all right, because we're under the curses. Okay, and then look at her too, man. She supposedly she a Christian, right? But look at her picture down here on her emoji. You know, she got her Slovakia. Hold on 1 sec. Down here, she got her boobs all showing. On her emoji, you can see her boobs down there. Then up here, she got her breasts all exposed. What happened to the scripture speak about modest apparel, man? All right, these people are hypocrites. All right. Well, with that, Lord willing, you edified, giving all praise to Yahweh Shem Yahushai, double until the apostles, great millstone, and shalom to you brothers out there pushing this truth in all sincerity and faith and honesty, and to the fatherless, man. All right, who fit because we under the curses. I believe Paul said that, be a father to the fatherless, because we under the curses, man. All right, and shalom to you few sisters out there listening and learning that's without a father as well. All right, shalom.